Guys, welcome to my channel. If you're looking for a beginner friendly no makeup tutorial, then stay tuned. I will be recreating this look in this video. Background noise, background noise. Oh, so much background noise. So this is a no makeup look. It's also beginner friendly because I don't use a lot of products. I just use a few products and it's also very quick. So you can get this look together in like 5 minutes and be out the door in no time. This is a very natural looking look. So in case you are going to college or you are going to work, you can use this look as well. And it also focuses on the skin to give a nice glow and dewy finish. I hope you like this video, and if you do like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Let's get the hair. Let me brush my hair out of the way. Let's begin the tutorial. I've already washed my face, put my toner and moisturizer. So now I'll directly go on with the primer. So for a look where I'm not going to be using foundation, I highly recommend you use a primer to like blur out the lines and the marks and to close any pores, and it also makes sure if you're applying any translucent powder on top that lasts longer. So I am using the NYX Total Control Primer. This is good if you have oily skin or combination skin. I think primer is a step that most people skip out on, and it is not a good idea because it prevents your makeup from looking cakey or patchy, and it ensures that your makeup is in place for a longer time. In this look, as I mentioned, I'll not be going in with a foundation, but if you are used to wearing a foundation or a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream, you can go ahead and use it. I'll only be using a concealer around my eyes and in some of the acne marks that I have, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Double Duty Concealer. It is a full coverage concealer, and I'm using a full coverage concealer for a sort of no makeup beginner friendly look is because I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender to blend it out. If I use a sheer concealer, that is not going to give me the desired brightening effect. If you're more comfortable with using a brush, you can do that, but since this is like a light look, that is why I'm using a damp beauty blender. Beauty blender ensures that your makeup blends very smoothly, and it is also going to make it look very natural. When you're going for a no makeup look, it's always a good idea to make sure that some of your scars and marks are still showing. So if you have freckles or acne marks, don't hide them and cover them up completely. It does not give that natural look. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the concealer here. If you're not used to putting the concealer, I highly suggest you try it out because especially under the eyes, it gives a brightening effect that immediately wakes you up. And if you are new to using a concealer, you don't know your perfect shade, then please go to a store and try out different shades and find out which suits your skin tone perfectly if you are just beginning. And I recommend this for foundation as well. In fact, if you are just starting out with makeup and you don't know about your undertones and you don't know what is going to suit you, what colors look good on you, what color of blush you should be using, then please go to a store and let the sales assistant help you out. Now, whether it is foundation or concealer, it is mandatory to set it. So I'm using the translucent powder and setting it. If you don't set it, your foundation or concealer is going to settle in the fine lines, and that is going to create some wrinkles, and it is going to make your appearance look textured. So wherever you have applied foundation or concealer, do not forget to set it. Mouth area, so I prefer to use a concealer there as well, but you can obviously skip this part if you do not have any such issue. I would not suggest that you use a compact powder which has already got a tint to set your foundation or concealer, because your foundation or concealer, if you have found a perfect match, is going to really enhance your complexion. If you again set it with another powder which is having a pigment to it, then it will mess up with the complexion. So I would always suggest you go with a translucent setting powder. Since this is a minimal makeup look, I'll not be doing any brows. I usually do not do brows. I just take my favorite lip balm and I just apply to make sure that the hair and my eyebrows stay in place and they don't fly all over. So I comb it out with my nails, and I do the same for my eyelashes. Applying a little bit of lip balm to it is going to give it some volume. Up next, I'll go with eyes. So even if it is a no makeup look, you would like some texture in your eyes. I'm using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. So this can be any color which is like one shade darker than your eye crease shade. So I'm going to go in with this color in the middle and I'm going to apply it directly onto the crease. And I'm using a fluffy brush. So I'm not using something that is very pointed so that it deposits a lot of pigment on my eyes. I just want a light shade. This is going to give me that shadow that is going to make my eye look more defined. So even if you're going for a no makeup look, you do not want your face to look flat. So that is the reason why I'm doing this. Make sure you go right into the crease, and if you apply a lot of product by mistake, then keep on blending. Then it is going to soften the look. Yeah, that looks good. You can leave the look here or you can go a little bit further like I'm going. I'm taking one of my favorite blushes. You can take any color that is sort of similar to your eyelid color to just enhance the lid. I prefer having a little bit of glitter on my eye. It makes it pop out. So I'm using this pink color, which is the Pillow Talk shade from Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Shake. Using the same brush, because it's a fluffy brush, it is not going to deposit the glitter and the pigment very intensely. It is just going to give a light shade. That is what we want here. We don't want anything too much because this we are going for a natural look. You can use any matte shade also. You don't necessarily have to use glitter, or you can skip this step entirely. And if you have smaller eyes and you want it to make them pop, then I suggest you go in with a highlighter shade which is much lighter than your eyes. I'm going to go in again to my Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette, and I'm going to take this glittery shade right on the corner, and I'm going to apply it just with my fingers to the corner of my eye. This is going to open up and give that wide awake look. For this look, I'll not be doing an eyeliner. So if you're more comfortable with using an eyeliner, you can go ahead. But as a beginner friendly makeup tutorial, I'll just be tight lining my eyes with a kajal. It is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place eye pencil in the shade black. I'll just be tight lining my waterline. You can go over your waterline a little bit as well, but make sure you keep it close to your eyelashes. So it must be close to your eyelashes to not make it look like you are wearing an eyeliner. But if you like having a thick eyeliner, by all means go ahead and make the line thicker. But it's easier to follow if you are just holding your eye and making sure you are tracing the eyelash line. Use short strokes so that you don't smudge it. If you want to make a slight cat eye, trace the shape of your eyelashes and take the last lash and see the direction in which it is curling, and you can just draw a slight flick. We'll not be doing much. Let's leave it at this. If you're more comfortable with liquid liners, you can use that as well. Now since we are focusing mainly on the skin and it does not have much foundation, you don't want it to look flat. So for that, I have two products. First is the stroke cream. It will give that dewy highlighted look, but it is not going to be very bold, or it's not going to be very obvious that you're wearing a highlighter. So take a little bit of the MAC stroke cream and dab it onto your cheekbone. Here it is going to give you a little bit of shine. The best part is it's a buildable product, so you can keep on applying if you want more. You can also apply it to the high point of your nose and maybe a little bit on your cupid's brow. I think that is good enough. And I also highly suggest that for such a look, you complete it with a blush. The blush really puts the look together. So I am using my favorite blush. In fact, it's probably the only blush I own because I don't use a lot of blush. So it is the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. It's one of their most popular shades. My blush is having a little bit of glitter in it. If you prefer a matte blush, then you can use that as well. But since I don't have a lot going on my face, I would like a little bit of glitter. It's very subtle. It does not give you that too much over the top highlighted glittery look. So you can complete the look with the simple lip balm if you're like really into that no makeup look. The lip balm I'm using is a Dior Lip Addict lip balm. Or if you want to go a little bit extra because you don't really have a lot going on the eyes. Oh, I forgot to put mascara. Mascara is mandatory, though I did put my lip balm and then smoothen the texture of my eyelashes, but mascara always pulls a look together. So I highly recommend you use mascara. And do not forget to use the mascara on the lower lash line as well. Make sure you really get those outer lashes. If you have very thin eyelashes or very short eyelashes, then you can use the mascara twice. Just wait for the first coat to dry down and then you can reapply it again. So you can either use a lip balm on this look, or you can go ahead with a bright colored lipstick because I don't really have a lot going on my face and eyes. I don't want it to wash me out, so I'm not choosing a nude lip. Instead, I'm going with a bright pink shade from Clinique. It's the Raspberry Pop color. I would always highly recommend that you use a very intense lip along with a very nude eye that does not have much going on. So this is the completed look. But if you want to tone down your lips a little, then you can always take in your finger and blend it out. It immediately softens the lip color and gives it a sort of stain-like finish. So this is the completed look. It is beginner friendly and it requires minimal product. And it is also natural and it does not take much time once you get the hang of it. You can quickly put on this makeup look and be right out the door in 5 minutes.